Do you know why that is? Because I had to shave my chest. Look. Evening folks, we've took a bit of a time really to have a chat because we're kind of just relaxing after, because honestly this was the toughest thing I think I've ever had to do in my whole entire life. I don't know if it's about you.
Yeah.
Or me. Well, I've got my cap on like that. Oh man. It took us about 3.5 hours. I thought it was 4 hours, but it's between 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But it was the hardest thing in the world, to be fair. I think, how high is it?
So it's like 892, I think.
Oh, you think? You get it, Bob, on 892 metres, and it took us absolutely ages. I mean, it's worth it when we get up here. You'll be able to see behind us. You've got an inversion behind us. You've got an inversion over there. We'll show you in a bit. By Great Gable. You can't. I don't know if you can see Ennerdale now. It's not there. It's taken away. You can see Ennerdale, but it's so nice up here. And we thought we were going to be by ourselves, but there's another guy up here. Which is strange because we looked on YouTube and there's literally only 2 videos for going up Pillar. So we thought no one would be up here, but yeah, there's another fellow up here. And he seems like really giddy and keeps chatting to himself. But it's nice. It's definitely worth it, isn't it? Was it worth it?
Yeah.
It was a struggle though. I think I actually fainted before. I did, didn't I? I stumbled, and Josh has been bitten a couple of times because there was a shed load of horse flies. I don't know if they're horse flies. They were flying ants, crane flies, flying ants, and they were nibbling away. I think it could possibly be his bag. Your bag's rubbed your side.
Like a bite.
It looks quite sore, but he's battled on. And you know, give him his dues. For him to actually get up here is fair going because I don't think I'll ever have to climb anything as hard as this in my life again, because that took it out of me. Because you're coming up, and you think, right, okay, we're not far from the top now. Then it's up. Like, there's about 3 or 4 false peaks there, and it's just never ending. And there's one point where I think we were both just broken men. Really, we couldn't go. And then obviously I came up here, and you saw earlier about me trying to squirt the sweat out my top. That top still hasn't dried. In fact, what I could have used that top for was this numpty was drinking his hot chocolate in the tent, and what do you do with it?
I don't know, nothing.
Yes, you did. You spilt it. You spilt the whole cup of hot chocolate in the tent, and he just sat there. And I'm thinking, my God,
wiped it up.
You wiped it up eventually.
After
It took us
10
ages.
seconds.
It took us ages. Don't be cheeky because you're on camera now, Josh. But that was a proper nightmare. We used my thermal pants, or Josh's thermal pants, because he said he doesn't need them. It's not that cold. I mean, it's got no wind. It's like such a beautiful night, it's made it worth our while actually coming up, isn't it? It'll be our last for a while as a couple, because Josh keeps leaving me now. He's working, and he's got his GCSEs, and he's going to leave me by myself. So I'm going to have to come by myself now. So bit of a disclaimer: if I die, it's technically your fault, Josh. It's your fault. It won't ever happen. We've never done anything that's bad.
This one was a bit dodgy at parts.
Not climbing up, really. I think we went slightly off beaten track at one point. But no, yeah, I think it's fine. It's definitely the highest we've been up at. But definitely the best views. It's like all around. We'll scan you around in a sec with the camera, and we'll see. I mean, that's the moon. But that's weird because like the moon is like above the sun. I don't know. I can't get my head around. I think it's because I fainted before, Josh.
I think that is the sun.
That's
It's
the
very
moon.
circular.
I think that's the moon.
There's no little marks on it though. And when it comes from behind the clouds, it's really
the moon.
shiny.
That's the moon, that was. I think it's the moon, but we'll see anyway. I thought that was the moon. You can see up from all here. We can see inanimate tarn on haystacks that we were the other week, and Fleetwood Pike. In fact, I'll turn you around when I'm talking about them because it's a bit daft, isn't it, really? There's a fly on the camera as well, so you have to ignore the fly. But I'll turn you around. Can we see inanimate tarn? You can't actually see it from this
See
angle.
it on the drone stuff.
Right, okay, so I'll just turn it round. We'll have a scoot round. You can't see Ennerdale there now. You can go round. I always laugh at myself when I go, but just go nice and slow. But then when you go round, it's not actually that straight, but you can see a few. There's been a few inversions. Every time we come here, last time we went to Kirkfell, there was an inversion there as well. Oh, two. So over there is Haystacks, Fleetwood Pike, which have been at both. Keep going around, you'll see the tent in a sec. There's Great Gable. And it's gone juddery now. There is the tent. I mean, that's about all we have to say. Have you got anything else to say?
No.
Should we just walk back the tent? We need the camera there. Again, pretend we're not interested in the camera. I'll speak to you later anyway, guys. See you later. Well, I'll speak to you in the morning. Because what time is it now? It's 8.
It's 8, yeah.
Is it 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
I've grown a tree. I've not been on my phone for 2 hours. Good me. Right, see you later, guys. Morning folks, we just thought we'd do a quick video on the way down. You probably noticed now that we're on a different camera, we're on the GoPro now filming, because like last night I had my camera on a tripod and it fell. While I was putting up the GoPro to do a time lapse, while my Josh was sitting on his rear end.
I was doing the beds in the tent.
And it just fell over and face planted, and I think it must have hit a rock, so it's like smashed. It's not smashed the lens, but it's like pushed the lens, the telephotic lens, back, so that's not working, and there's something rattling inside, so I'm gonna have to get that sorted now. So it's like the curse of Wasdale. I think when we went to Kirkfell, we lost the GoPro. Now I've broken my lens, so God knows how much that's going to cost me, but forgetting about that, it was probably the best. Well, it was the best Wildcamp, I think. We do dead well for stuff in this area, because when we went to Kirkfell, was dead nice, and we saw again the moon. It was like a strawberry moon. This time I hope we've got it on the actual GoPro. We've had all sorts of inversions. You can see one. I don't know if you can see one down there now. Is it Great Gable in the background? We've had sunsets, sunrises. We did have a few stars, but I think I was sulking at that time. Probably on one of the time lapses, I think we've got some stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because I couldn't get the camera out, I think I just had a breakdown. I just remember trying to get it to work, and it just wasn't working. I don't even want to touch it now, so I'll have to try and see in the camera shop, see what they can do, because I don't fancy having to buy a whole brand new lens, but we'll see anyway. So marks out of 10?
A 9.
Oh yes, I give it a 9 as well. Why was it 9?
Because it was nice up there, but it was just hard to get up.
Hard to get up. It was ridiculously hard to get up, to be fair. By far and away the hardest. I think that's why I nearly fainted. I had a funny turn. I thought I went dizzy and nearly fainted, but I think that was because we hadn't eaten for like 4 hours. We just wanted to get up here. Well, 3.5 hours. I keep saying 4 hours, but I think the pitch was perfect.
Yeah.
It was flat. The weather was perfect. There was no wind. The views were perfect. Like totally, you can look around when you look on top. And you can see basically, you can see 360, can't you? Totally. You can see. You can't see Westwater, but Great Gable. And you can look around over there. You got haystacks. I think you can see Robinson where we've camped on before. Fleetwood Pike. And you can see a bit of Cummock Water. You can see Ennerdale. The views were just dead good, and every angle you were looking at was just getting better and better, which was making me even more distraught because my camera was broken. But I took a few pictures on the GoPro, so we'll have to see if they work. But yeah, that's definitely a 9. Definitely a 9. I don't know if we're going to go for a swim, because I just want to get home. It's going to take us like 3 hours to get back down, maybe 2.5 if you find like a little shortcut. But we'll see. But just before we go, we'll give you a quick scoot. Josh, do you want to give me a quick scoot at the views? I'm tired, Josh, a bit. And have a little look round, and we'll see you on your next one. So like and subscribe as always. See you soon.